At small forward, standing 6'8", number 34, Jaden McDaniels. At center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 52, Onyeka Okongwu. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 43, Walton. At the shooting guard position, at 6'3", number 5, Anthony Edwards. At the other guard position, at 6'6", number 19, the head coach of your home team, once again, your Minnesota Timberwolves.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And now Indiana's starting group. They've got Benedict Mathurin, Grady Dick out there with Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Grimes in at the 4. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, and it's Prime Time in at the point. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods help players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down too.
And the Pacers start out with the ball. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Grimes. Back to Halliburton. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They went to Indianapolis for their last meeting with the Pacers. Came out with a victory.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Here's Prime Time. 38 points for him last game against New York.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Guarded by Okongwu. Back to Halliburton. The 3 is up. Pure from three-point range.
His first make in 4 shots. You hope it gets him rolling.
Edwards, a pass to Prime Time. Off with the layup. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Mathurin. Good D by Okongwu.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
And Prime Time gets it to go. Prime Time's got 5 now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Halliburton. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Prime Time. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Pass to Halliburton. This one for 3. Can't connect, making him 1 for 6 from the field. The Timberwolves lead by 5. To the inside, Prime Time. perfect pass to set up the lay-in. 10 points for him.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
All right, a chance to check out stats for him. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Halliburton surveys the floor. To end the run, he's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
Minnesota has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Primetime passes to Edwards. He can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Dick, the pass to Grimes. On the wing, Matherin. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Count it. Good. Primetime's got 12 points in the game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Here's Primetime. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Edwards. Fires it from 18. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Beating the buzzer just by a whisker. Edwards with the flair for the dramatic.
Here's Halliburton. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Primetime. Defended by Halliburton. Here's Primetime. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Tries again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Primetime. 12 points for him. No good that time. Great D that time from Halliburton. Driving to the basket. Matherin finds Halliburton. Here's Grimes. And Walton pulls it down. Walton's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Primetime, defended by Halliburton. Pass to Primetime. McDaniels with it from behind the arc. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Edwards, a pass to Primetime. It's stolen away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Dick with a miss. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Primetime. 12 points for him. Here's McDaniels. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Matherin. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Matherin really gets off the ground quick. Terrific at being aggressive around the rim. Well done.
Pass to Primetime. There's the triple. Drains the triple. Primetime's got 15 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
So both teams making some changes here. The 2K leaderboard lights up with the league's top scoring teams. The Timberwolves, number 1.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
They've got Onyeka Okongwu, Dillingham out there with McDaniels. And it's prime time in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Timberwolves lead by 3. To the middle. Oh, swiped away. And here's Dick. 23 points for him last game against Phoenix.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Now the Pacers on the move. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Walton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Primetime. Launches it. Indiana with a rebound. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. That'll put the finishing touches on a 5-game road trip. Just 4 to shoot. It's McDaniels on the wing. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. McDaniels got his second bucket of the game.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Halliburton. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
I see him.
Here's Primetime. He's got 15. Pass to Dillingham. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Halliburton outside. And Indiana misses again.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Here's prime time. Pass to Dillingham from deep. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Tipped. And he gets it back. Good on the shot. 7 points in the game. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Okongwu, and he banks in the layup. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to prime time. It's McDaniels on the wing. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Pass to Dick. Back to Halliburton. Good D by Murray.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
McDaniels against Matherin. Outside Dick. Pass to Grimes. Three-pointer Matherin. Offensive rebound. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And Minnesota making a change here. Quickly's checked in. Outside Dick, back to Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer Matherin. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. And Minnesota calls time here. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
In the room. Teams cannot handle them from range. I'm trying to think of a more dangerous group of shooters, and I can't.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. Pass to primetime. Back to Daniels. Shoots over Matherin. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Pretty impressive to see a young player like McDaniels have a sense of that shot clock as he's into his action there.
Halliburton, the pass to Matherin. On the wing, Grady Dick to the wing, right side. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Pacers trail by 12. Outside for Halliburton. Pass to Grimes. The Pacers again can't hit.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's prime time. 17 points in the game. Murray, no good. Now here's Matherin. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Fast break, here we go.
Give me that.
And Grimes pulls it down. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Dick, the pass to Halliburton. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Halliburton's got 4 points in the quarter.
As fast as lightning, Halliburton gets it and shoots it in a matter of nanoseconds.
Pass to Murray. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Shoots. Minnesota with a rebound. Primetime's got 5 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's McDaniels. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
On the wing, Matherin. And he lobs it up top.
When Matherin's creating for his teammates, his offensive impact goes way up.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. Primetime passes to Murray. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the game.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
One shot.
And so it's Minnesota, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be back in a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Minnesota leading by 18. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. We've got Grady Dick. He's out there with Halliburton. And it's Grimes in at power forward. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And he makes it on the layup. Okongwu's got 6 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
From 7 feet, good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Intercepted! Here's a Kongwu. And he can't get that one. Pacers trail by 18. Pass to Halliburton. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Matherin. Here's Grimes. Puts up a three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Pass to a Kongwu. Here's Primetime, defended by Halliburton. Here's Primetime. 17 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Minnesota again missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And that's a foul called on Onyeka Kongwu. That's his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Pass to Halliburton. Dick with it, guarded by Edwards. Knocks it loose.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Here's Walton, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Matherin. Another one falls for Indiana.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's Primetime. To the paint, McDaniels. And he throws it down with one hand.
You see McDaniel setting the pick and then finding a soft spot in the defense on his way to the basket. That's good work.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Primetime in their last time out against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He picked up 38 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come, unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Walton's shot is off. Pacers trail by 19. Halliburton outside. Pass to Dick. 6 to shoot. Another shot. He got a piece of it. Here's Primetime, defended by Halliburton. Yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Matherin. To the inside. Pick gets the bucket.
Good work by Matherin getting rid of the ball. When somebody has a better shot, you got to throw it his way.
Here's Primetime, defended by Halliburton. Here's Primetime. 17 points in the game. 4 on the clock. It's McDaniels on the wing. Nails it from 3. McDaniels got 17 points.
A guy who wants to make a big impact. McDaniels is just going off.
Here's Halliburton. There's the block. And they'll get another chance. Here's Grimes. And Walton pulls it down. Walton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's a Kongwu, and another dime for him. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A. Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Here's prime time. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You look at the Pacers. With the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference.
Checking out Indiana, they have to be pleased with their position this late in the season. You have to think they've accomplished every goal they set for themselves thus far.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Here's Primetime. Basket's good. Primetime's got 19 points.
Just making it look good. The finger roll, such a classy move.
Now here's Halliburton. Tight defense on him. And that one's good.
Halliburton in his bag for sure right now, showing you everything he's got, including the soft touch.
Here's Primetime. Defended by Halliburton. The three. Primetime can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 20. Outside Dick. Outside Matherin. 5 to shoot. That's tipped. Here's Primetime. 19 points in the game. The three. They get it back. Okongwu, the pass to Edwards. Sinks it from distance. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Indiana calls timeout. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality, not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. And it's the Pacers with the ball. We've got McDaniels, Dillingham out there with Onyeka Kongwu. And it's Walton in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 22. Here's Primetime. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. Primetime's got 21 points in the game.
They have hit the boards hard this half. Those second chance points are mounting up.
Right side Dick takes the three. The Pacers again can't hit.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Okongwu with the bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Grimes. McDaniels with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact the players have that option and that freedom.
To the left side wing.
Substitution
He's checked in
on
for
board.
Indiana. George comes in for Looney. Here's primetime, defended by Halliburton. 5 on the clock. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 19 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
George against Murray. George feels it out a bit. Halliburton for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. He's got 21.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's primetime. 3-pointer off the mark.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Pass to Grimes. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Halliburton has such a really good feel for the game. He knows exactly how to get his guys to step up.
Quickly passes to primetime.
Hey, watch him.
Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly. Player to fan without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Edwards, he's checked in for Quickly. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Outside Dick, it's George on the wing. Pass to Halliburton. Ooh, McDaniels with the steal. Here's Edwards. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
Stevens is checked in for Minnesota. Nimhart comes in for McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to primetime. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Up top, Anderson. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Tell you what, the way they've been eating up that offensive backboard in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading.
Pass to primetime. And they pick up 2. Primetime's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Now George. It's Anderson on the wing. Back to George. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Fast break, Minnesota. Up ahead. Here's Edwards. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with a pump fake. Indiana's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
From 11 feet away, and that one hits the back iron.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Murray passes to Nimhart. Here's Primetime. No good with the triple. Guarded by Edwards to the paint. Here's George. It's rebounded by Primetime. Timberwolves shooting 55% for the game so far. To the inside, Murray. Pacers with a rebound. George outside. From outside the arc. Can't sink it. 4th miss out of 9 attempts. And here's Minnesota now. Pass to Murray. Here's Primetime. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. They can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Anderson inside. That one no good. Good D by Murray. Minnesota shooting pretty well in the 4th at 48%. Here's Edwards. And again, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W
For the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this isn't something we get to see every day, folks. This team has fought their way to an amazing 71 total wins this year. Unbelievable.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. Now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Primetime.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy. I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile this game is.
Halliburton on the wing. He's guarded by Nimhart. That one drops for him.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's Primetime. 4 on the clock. Right wing. Fires from deep. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.